Twin Cities Live's Trend Wedding Contest is presented by The Wedding Guys, and we have all teamed up to give these two, Matt and Kay, the opportunity to tie the knot live on our show. So you're going to see their trend wedding. It is happening on Friday, March 2nd.
Until then, this is really fun. You get to take part in the wedding planning process. So far, you have picked the venue, Kay's dress, the invitations, and the decor.
So last week, the bride in our trend wedding, Kay, she was in studio with these ladies. These are her bridesmaids to show off the 3 dress options that they love from Angelique's Bridal in Blaine. So we tallied up all the votes, and it has been decided. You selected, oh, I love this one, option 1, known as the Sophisticate.
How lovely. We had 3 winners to choose from there.
Well, and we had 3 fantastically gorgeous bridesmaids. I was like, what do you have? Just only models can apply to be your bridesmaids?
This is a win-win. All right, so there we go. You continue to have a hand in their big day. Now, it is time to select the flowers that Kay is going to carry when she walks down the aisle.
Sweet Peas Floral in Woodbury specializes in weddings, and they make it super simple, and they will help guide you through the entire planning process, and they love to make the experience easy and most of all fun, which is important because a lot of wedding planning can be a little stressful.
Here to show us 3 different floral options, we welcome the other wedding guy. You haven't met him yet. It's Bruce Vassar. Hi, Bruce.
Hey,
I'm here.
Okay, so you and Matthew are such a team. Matthew's been here with us, and you have over 20 years in special events, so you've learned a few things about, you know, making mistakes, making good things. Is there any mistake that you think people make that's the worst thing they can do when they're planning a wedding?
When they're planning a wedding, is their timeline. They think they have all this time in the world, and they really don't. So it's like they think that they're going to take this much time from the ceremony to the venue, and it takes twice as long.
So you mean day of timeline.
They don't work in enough time to get things done, and then they're rushed and they're stressed.
Yeah, and don't leave much up to the guys. You know, give them DJ and transportation. DJ. And stop at that point.
We all stake our claim with DJ. Don't we?
And don't let them do tuxedos either.
Oh, goodness gracious.
They'll look like they're going to prom.
Look at this.
This is the truth.
He's telling it like it is.
Truth.
All right, so we've got 3 fabulous options. Again, these are from Sweet Peas Floral. Just love the name of that. Let's start with this one, Bruce. This is the traditional Cascade bouquet. Tell us what you love about this.
What I love about about this Cascade is that it has, actually both of these have 11 different flowers in it.
Wow.
It's amazing. But you know, the best part of it is that it's long.
Yeah.
And you know what you can do with these, and this is what you need to do with flowers, is make something different with them. Instead of the traditional round mound, which everybody was used to, do the Cascade. Have the flowers actually trail behind the bride as she goes down the aisle.
Oh my goodness!
With leaves or with ribbon. There's so many things that you can do to really increase the length and the drama of a Cascade.
This kind of reminds me, though, of like a throwback to like Princess Diana or some of those, you know, iconic, big, over-the-top weddings, and this is coming back.
Right, and the way that they're coming back is like longer or smaller, but there's still a Cascade.
And very interesting, this idea of many different types of flowers, because when I was even planning my wedding and thinking back, it was like, what's the one thing that you want to use? A little bit more uniform, but this looks more inspired and wildflower-like.
Right, it's definitely wildflower. Most people now are doing much more like fresh flowers out of the garden. And that's what this is. And so it's a lot, instead of going from that tight, you know, just roses or carnations even, I mean, it's just, you know, put as much as you can into it. Use your creativity.
It's almost like the same as hair, where it used to be like those super tight updos, and now it's like long flowing. That's being reflected in the flowers too.
Option number 2, also from Sweet Peas Floral in Woodbury, is the modern hand-tied bouquet.
Yeah, what does this mean?
Now this is kind of similar to the round mound, but also the wildflower look, which is just a hand. It's a hand tie.
Here, so I'm going to pick this up so you guys can see. Look, I'm going to pick this up right into the shot so you can see that's what it looks like. That you hold it like this. Holy moly!
Yeah, it's
you better do some tricep workouts with this guy.
Oh, is it heavy?
Tricep and bicep.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Don't drop it.
No, but this is good because the bride probably wants her arm to be slightly flexed in pictures.
That's
definitely.
True. It does look good. But same kind of example of that wildflower.
Yeah, and I mean, and even like, you know, the eucalyptus. There's
what's this flower in the middle that I've seen now represented in both of these?
That
this is a very dramatic.
Protea.
Oh, it is.
And that is, you know, some people are just carrying that with roses wrapped around it. I mean, it's just really very different. Like sometimes the massive bouquets for the bride, very small bouquets for the bridesmaids.
I like that, yeah.
The rule of thumb is, and I don't really listen to it, is the bouquet should never be bigger than the bride's head.
Ooh.
But I don't agree with that, as you can see.
Unless they have massive heads in your world.
Boy, these are beautiful, and the aroma of just that fresh flower is fantastic. Now, this next one we're going to see is something I have never seen before.
Why hold them when you can wear them? Let's see our lovely model, Tara's coming out. This is a contemporary modern boa.
What's really nice about this is when you think about being at the altar during the ceremony, they usually pass off the flowers to the maid of honor, right?
Yeah, right.
So you never see the flowers in the pictures.
You're right,
I know.
So this is a great idea that you can actually wear them. And what's fun about this is after you're done, you can actually use this as a runner on the head table.
Sure, lay it all down.
Yeah, you can do multiple purposes with
Yeah.
it. And you know, and everybody right now is trying to think of ways of repurposing things. That this is a great example.
I think that's beautiful. That's rather dramatic too.
Yeah.
That would
It
turn
is
some
lovely.
heads walking up the aisle.
Especially, I think, even if you're doing like an outdoor wedding or something where it just feels like that outdoor fresh feeling.
Right. Well, and again, you know, the long trailing, it adds the drama to it. I think the best thing when you look at a bride coming down an aisle is she has to like take your breath away.
Yeah.
And anything that's going to give it that punch,
Right.
that's going to do it.
Well,
And
right now,
this will do
consider
it.
too, with what Tara's wearing all black, and Kay, of course, will be wearing all white, and you can imagine how much more it will pop against her gown.
Exactly.
There's always things, too, that I remember thinking, like, well, I'm not really going to necessarily want a veil. And then I thought, I
Yes,
put the
you do.
veil on, and I thought, when else am I going to wear a veil?
No, one
Like,
shot
this is
for a
it.
veil.
When
Right.
else are you going to just do something really dramatic and over the top and fun?
Right.
on your
When
wedding
we
day?
design some weddings for some brides, they say, "Oh, I don't want a veil." I'm like, "But you will be wearing a veil. You will. That's right. You will be.
Oh, my
It's not an
gosh.
option. And the
Bruce,
moms love it.
This is great. He tells it like it is. I love people
you
like
need
this.
a truth speaker.
I'm old
He's
enough
one
to.
of them.
You, well, this is fantastic. We also want you to look one more time at Kay's options because you get to pick out the winning floral arrangement. So look at it there. You can see the images. Head to TwinCitiesLive.com to pick the one that you want to see on Matt and Kay's big day.
You have got until 11:59 p.m. Tuesday to cast your vote.
The flowers are gorgeous. I want to take them home, and so can you. You can get 10% off your order at Sweet Peas Floral when you use the promo code TCL now through January 31st, because you
What an
frankly
adorable
should not
name.
only have flowers on your wedding day.
No,
you should
every
have
day.
them every day.
All the time.
Exactly.
When you're talking about that, it's kind of like stuffing. You shouldn't just have it at Thanksgiving.
I
It should
know.
be all year round, same
Boy,
with flowers.
Can you imagine if you came home and there was fresh flowers and stovetop stuffing? What a joyful day that would be.
Here comes the bride. Thank you, Bruce. Hey, the wedding guys, Bruce and Matthew, have another great event coming up. This time it's in Rochester. It is a day filled with bridal eye candy where inspiration is everywhere you turn. From florists, cake designers, decorators, photographers, and reception site ideas.
So tickets to the Unveiled Wedding Show are half off when you use the promo code TCL at checkout online. And we have a link on TwinCitiesLive.com. We want to say a big thanks to the wedding guys for sponsoring the show and bringing in so much fun eye candy lately.
Still to